Yeet. It's your boy,
Susan Wojcicki.
Shoutouts to the drunken ass peasants. You guys put me on the map. I love you. I watch Ben Pie every fucking day. You're why I masturbate 7 times a day, dude. It's a goal I'm working on to touch your penis. I sat on my ass for so many years. But if you want to be a fat motherfucker, you have to get addicted to potatoes. Billy the Fridge helped me learn that. Drunken Peasants, you guys helped build me into the garbage, disgusting, fucking vacant, worthless pedophile I know that I am. I'm proud of myself for that. God bless you guys. I love you all. I need to go shit, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Hey everybody! Have you heard about the Drunken Peasants Patreon? It helps support the show while getting you some cool perks. Check it out! For $1 per month, you get to use our exclusive fan chat that appears at the bottom of the screen on every episode. For $5 per month, you get 2 new private shows, including Actual Mania, as well as our back catalog of private shows, plus all lower tier perks. For $10 per month, you get all of our monthly video content. This includes multiple post shows, our monthly reviews, our back catalog of all that content, plus all lower tier perks. For $15 per month, your name will appear in the ending credits of each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $25 per month, you get to take part in our monthly booking committee hangout to help us book our Patreon content for that month, plus all lower tier perks. For $33 per month, you get an exclusive piece of DP merch each month, plus all lower tier perks. For $50 per month, you appear in the opening credits for each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $100 per month, you get to join us as a guest on an episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast. Plus, you guessed it, all lower tier perks. Visit patreon.com/DP now to become a patron of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast. This is episode 1291. Back again, doing it live. 1291. I feel like I came back from the dead.
I think you did. I think you were. Sometime this weekend, you were legally dead.
Probably a couple times.
I held a mirror in front of your nose, and it didn't fog up at all.
And usually just the sheer magnitude of my nose will fog up anything. That's why it's so foggy.
Well, I had to find a really big mirror.
That's why it's so foggy in the Pacific Northwest. It wasn't this way until I moved here. It was known as, Washington was known as the Sunshine State before I came here.
That's true. Not a lot of people know that.
No, little known fact. Please like the stream, if you could, please. Liking the stream is very helpful. Just a quick reminder, we do this thing. It's one of the higher tier perks. For the $33 perk, you get all the lower tier perks and you get a cool sticker. We have this 10th year anniversary commemorative sticker. And then for the $50 people, we're going to send you the cool shirt. And for those of you who earned your shirts in the last 2 months, they're on their way. We got a little delayed because of the holiday shipping season, but I'm getting them boxed up and shipping out the Dynor ones tomorrow. And also tomorrow I will be ordering the retro video game ones that we were doing in December. So we'll be getting caught up very soon. So don't worry. I'll be in touch with you just to verify. If you haven't already told me your shirt size, I'll be in touch with you soon to verify that.
I'm a double XL slim fit.
Double XL? You're like a single XL T.
Yeah, my single XLs look too boxy on me, but double X slim, fucking beautiful.
Double X slim. That's so specific.
Shout out to the fine people at Polo Ralph Lauren who make a very nice XXL slim fit.
In some shoe brands, I wear a wide shoe. Where, like my pinky toes were always too crowded, so I switched to wide shoes, and they're just way better.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Billy is also a wide shoe gentleman.
He might be.
In keeping with the rest of him.
It'd be funny if he was like extra slim shoe, which I'm not even sure.
He's got like a children's size 5 extra narrow.
I think we would notice that. I think
that would have come up by now. I'm assuming he has proportional feet.
I think his nickname would be Billy Littlefoot then. He would sound Native American.
He would sound native.
Yeah.
But he's passed for native before. If he does like double pigtails, he can definitely pull off native.
He would be the fairest skinned native of all time.
It's all about the hair. Skin tone doesn't matter.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We'll have to find out. We'll have to test it.
I saw something hilarious today, and like lately I've been avoiding really talking about politics because it's just ridiculous now. It's sad that that no matter what, we're either going to get 4 more years of Biden or 4 more years of Trump, assuming they live 4 more years.
You guys are really crushing it down there.
It's insane. Yeah. So, but I heard about this thing that Trump did today in Iowa, and it's hilarious. So we're going to check it out. Here's the intro for DP Action News.
He called me it got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Please like the stream, everybody.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Better well learn to love it.
Before we get into the action news,
yes.
We got the Billy foot report from Joe in the chat. Billy has big feet, but surprisingly small hands for his size. He could be a hand model.
We actually did put our hands like up to each other, and his weren't that much larger than mine.
Yeah.
I did notice that.
Let's get that boy on the cover of Hand Quarterly.
By the way, it's a new week. It's a new goal. I have that Streamlabs link pinned in the chat. We're not doing a 10-hour show this week, so
we are not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to mention that a little more than the last episode.
Yeah. You guys did great last episode, so don't start failing us now. Keep that shit rolling.
So here's Trump claims that the Civil War could have been negotiated. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Does that mean like, yeah, you know what, you can have half of your slaves still or whatever? I don't know. I don't know what could have been negotiated, but I think he's suggesting that had he been president, yeah, the Civil War might have not have happened.
Okay, I like that. So he's sort of doing the O.J. Simpson, if I did it, this is how I would have done it.
Yeah.
Does he argue that if there hadn't been black people, there would have been no Civil War?
He doesn't get specific.
You can make a strong argument for it if you really think about it.
Let's it's a lot of incoherent gibberish, which I watched.
What?
I watched a little bit of Trump's debate with Hillary, back in the day, and he was way more coherent.
He's more coherent, but even like 2016, he was still like kind of bonkers. He just like I feel like there were less tangents that he went on in 2016. He's a real tangent guy now.
He loves tangents. He never
and
goes
like free associated. He just like says a word and then he gets distracted by the own word he said and then zigs off this way. It's very entertaining.
If you're the president, you can literally just fire the nukes if you want. Like, nobody can stop you. Not even like the highest ranking military in the country. Nobody can stop it if you decide to do it, which is insane. And
Commander in Chief, motherfucker.
I'd rather have like a senile old man, I guess, than a fucking absolute narcissistic lunatic. But they're both terrible choices.
And in this case, you've got both.
Yeah. Here he is. Here he is.
The Civil War was so fascinating, so horrible. It was so horrible.
It's my favorite thing.
It's so fascinating. It was
a great war.
It was horrible, but it was fascinating. It was fascinating.
But it was great, and I loved it. It was a good war. A lot of people telling me it was the best war.
I don't know. It was just different. I just find it. I'm so attracted to.
He's so attracted to the Civil War.
We can both agree. We can both. He's gonna grab it. We can both agree that Trump heard of the Civil War for the first time this week, right?
That's why he's talking about it so much.
Yeah, I feel like he just learns a new thing that he should have learned 75 years ago, and then he gets real excited about it because it's this shiny new thing that he thinks is news, and everyone else knew about in first to second grade.
Seeing it, so many mistakes were made. See, there was something I think could have been negotiated, to be honest with you. I think you could have negotiated that.
Okay, but he's not going to explain at all how you negotiate that. How do you negotiate? What? How? How? Like, is part of the negotiation keeping slavery around in some of the states?
I think that's a big part of the negotiation, as a matter of fact.
No,
one of the biggest.
Sometimes you have to go to war, and that's one of the times.
Look, hey, the South, I know your entire economy depends, I'm going to say 97% on slave labor.
Yeah.
But could you not? And then maybe they would just say, you know what? You made a good point. Maybe we won't. And maybe we'll all just collapse economically.
Maybe.
All the people died. So many people died. You know, that was the disaster. If you got hit by a bullet in the leg, you were essentially going to die or lose
essentially, bud.
The leg. That's why you had so many people, no legs, no arms. If you got hit in the arm or the leg, it meant you were up because the infection, gangrene. It was just such a, sort of a horrible time. But I was thinking to myself, because I was reading something, and I said, this is something that could have been negotiated. It was just for all those.
Give me one of your bargaining chips. I just want one.
Nah, keep it vague. Keep it vague.
That's what he's doing.
People to die, and they died viciously. That was a vicious, vicious war. And in many ways, look, they're all nothing nice about it. But boy, that was a tough one for our country. But I think it's Abraham Lincoln. Of course, if you negotiated it, you probably wouldn't even know who Abraham.
If Abraham Lincoln would have negotiated, you probably wouldn't even know who Abraham Lincoln was. Because if you negotiate something, everyone forgets about you.
Unless you're a wrestling fan, then you'd know him as the greatest wrestler of all time.
Lincoln was. He would have been president, but he would have been president. He wouldn't have been the Abraham Lincoln. Would have been different, but that would have been okay. It would have been a thing that, and I know it very well. I know the whole process that they went through, and.
No, you don't. You're a lie. That's a big lie. You shouldn't lie like that.
I knew the whole process they went through.
That's an easily disprovable lie, friend.
What is he even talking about?
Also, there's no way like someone even asked him a question about this, right? He's just going.
If they did, that was redacted from the video.
I can't believe they never thought of negotiating a little.
Oh boy.
Just trying to talk it out.
That's a lot of hee-hees.
I love, you know what? It's music to my ears these days.
The dulcet tones.
All of them
Genesis. Hee-hee-heeing.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what preceded this. Did a question precede this, or was it something?
I'm going to assume absolutely nothing preceded this. I think he walked up there and started talking. That's what I think.
They just couldn't get along, and that would have.
I can't help but wonder who his running mate is going to be. Is he going to pick a politician, or is he just going to pick some like whoever? He can pick whoever he wants as long as they qualify.
There was a 29-year-old woman at work that didn't know who the current president is. Also, Trump talking is like spamming the middle suggested word on Android keyboards.
That's true. Drake, you have a knack for finding some of the stupidest human beings in America, and I respect that about you. Like an adult woman, a woman approaching the age of 30, didn't know who the president was. I love that. I love that for her.
I can totally believe that.
Been something
that's I believe it. It's fantastic.
Negotiated, and they wouldn't have had that problem. But it was a hell of a time. And you think of it today, I would have absolutely stopped Putin. He would have never gone in, and he didn't. For 4 years he didn't. It was never even.
I would have stopped him. He never would have gone in, and he didn't. So it sounds like someone else stopped him too.
And that's the end of the clip right there, too. By the way, so yeah. I don't know.
Have you seen the other Trump Civil War related clip pertaining to Nikki Haley?
Is that recent?
A day or two ago?
Let me see.
It's I think I sent the right clip in the chat right now. Let me see. Yeah, it's the right clip. So Nikki Haley, I guess, was asked about what caused the Civil War, and she went on for a while and didn't hit kind of the main stuff. So then Trump just bodied her.
Let me see.
It's really good. He's the best stand-up comedian in America. He should have won the Golden Globe instead of Ricky Gervais last night.
I have seen a few conservatives online try to that don't want an Indian to be president. Talking they call Nikki Haley by her birth name. Like Nikki is like an anglicized version of her Indian name, and obviously her maiden name was Indian.
Nick Depo Ramasandar.
And they're all like, oh, she's a Sikh, she's not a Christian, which, like, I guess that matters to them, but whatever.
But isn't there a way more Indian guy?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he is actually, I think he is Hindu, too. I don't think he's a Christian.
He's more American than she is. That would be a fun reversal of fortune.
He's definitely...
Also, I saw that motherfucker for the first time ever, I think, yesterday. How come no one's talking about his underbite? It's wild. He's crazy looking.
If he won, which he won't, he would be the youngest president ever. Ever.
The youngest and darkest president. Both records were, of course, set by Obama recently.
Yeah. But he would... I think he's running out of Ohio. He would be just one of very many presidents from Ohio. Ohio has put, I think 10 presidents in.
It's probably the best state, if you had to say. Ohio, number one.
If I liked it so much, I'd probably still live there.
Have you got the Trump thing I sent?
Yes, I got it right now. Here we go.
I don't want to make, because she also said, they asked her about the Civil War. Why did it start? How did it start? She didn't use the word slavery, which was interesting. I don't know that it's going to have an impact, but I'd say slavery is sort of the obvious answer. It's supposed to about 3 paragraphs of bullshit. She just talked. Nobody knew what she was saying.
There you go.
Got her ass.
3 paragraphs of bullshit.
He's the best. He should be president.
He was. Forever. It was pretty terrible.
45, 47 forever.
Kim Il-sung is eternal president of North Korea, even though he's been dead for decades.
That's true.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yep. So they could do that to Trump.
Could do that.
And then when they award him eternal president, the next person will just be supreme leader Baron Trump.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, and then from there on, it would just be it would be more like a monarchy. It's more like the Trump lineage would just run the country.
I read this thing, and I don't know if this is true. This could be total bullshit. But
we're going to report it as truth, though.
I read something that said Donald Trump is insecure about his son's height and tries to not be seen in public with him as much as he used to because his son is like 6'10".
An accordion in his hand. Trump should also shave his head and grow a beard, and make him look more hardcore.
I say Baron get into politics and become a pro wrestler.
He's got the size.
Get jacked and be That's what I say.
Yeah, what's he like? 7'3"?
He's 6'10".
Fucking giant.
But I don't even think he's over 18 yet.
Sweet Christ, what are they feeding that kid?
Here's Melania is Slovenian, and a lot of the really tall white guys in the NBA are Slovenian guys. So that might be part of it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the Trump stuff. It's pretty fascinating. It not as fascinating as the Civil War, though.
It was a terrible war. It was a great war. I've got so many adjectives to use about this war, that many of which are conflicting. Some people tell me they're conflicting. I disagree.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Shit. Derek Savage is selling props from the Cool Cat movies. And I'm like, this is what I would do if I was like desperate. Start selling like all the memorabilia. So,
I mean, no one has done more with less than Derek Savage.
He's made 4 movies with the same footage.
Yeah, he's basically made one thing in like 2012. And here we find ourselves, and we're still talking about him. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's just good old American workmanship.
Hey guys, what's happening? It's Derek here, and I get a lot of comments about
Is he in the DP studio right here?
Cool Cat props. You know, I know you guys want them, and I appreciate that. And I got some really cool ones for you right now. Okay, I had to open the brand new film up, and so now if you guys want a prop,
it's actual poison.
I got a couple that I can put you in. This is what I do.
A bottle of poison.
If you come in as an associate producer,
it's fabulous poison.
You're going to get a prop now. And I got a couple that goes with that, so it's only 2 spaces here if you do want to join that. Oh, and the coolest thing is, and this is so rare, you can actually go and see the advanced screening of the film, so you can actually see the film to see if you want to be a part of it, and I hope you do, simply because when you see this film,
you can. Is there some sort of temporal anomaly that he's harnessed such that you can watch the completed film, and then if you like it, you can be in the already completed film?
So like, is the movie already edited and shot and whatever? It's probably all footage he filmed, and then he's going to film one.
You could be in it.
Yeah, he's going to film one scene that you'll get to watch later on when the full movie comes out.
That's fantastic.
Derek
I'm in. I'm in, Derek.
Van Twilla twist.
Van Twilla twist. Yeah, that's, you know what? That's what I'm going to do with the $100 perk. I'm going to do the whole show live and then edit the $100 Patreon in later on. Nah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Savage style.
Film Cool Cat versus Dirty Dog, the Virus Wars. It is so cool, and the comments, the reviews have been just fabulous. Like a
fabulous
masterpiece, and I love seeing.
Well, they're all the reviews that he wrote.
Yeah, and then probably if there have been some actual third-party reviews, they might be less than, they might be toying with you, Derek. I hate to say.
And that, but hey guys, here's.
You know what though? Like, I get the impression from Adam that he's a genuine fan. He's the kind of person that sees, kind of like, he sees the positive side of the flaws and enjoys
that. Adam's
them.
A genuine fan of Derek Savage?
Well, of like the movies, in a way.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't know about
But also
Derek.
he's a piece of shit.
Right. Yeah, I think he's more of a fan of the movies than Derek Savage the person.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
A couple of the props that I got. The Dirty Dog potion bottle.
It's an empty bottle of A1 steak sauce. Is
when
what
Dirty
that was.
Dog is
That's
making
what it looked like.
Coronavirus ball.
It does look like A1.
That's what he's using.
Isn't that what it usually looks like?
Yeah.
David
That's
Dog.
A1.
And also, let me state, there's only one prop that I got out of these here, so it's only one, okay? And that's boom, associate.
Maybe the steak sauce is still in it.
Producer, and this is when Cool Cat is playing the video game, Here's the one he's using. You can get that associate producer credit if you want Cool Cat theme. Now, when it comes,
if you're eating a steak that needs steak sauce, you should have ordered chicken or something.
Bad steak.
Yeah.
If you want to be one of the big boys, the executive producer, I got 2 spaces left for right here. And here's the props. If you come in as an executive producer, you're going to get the bad
executive.
boy.
Executive.
And that is the actual coronavirus ball right here. Ooh,
this is the actual coronavirus.
The actual, yeah, look how big it is.
This is direct from a laboratory in Wuhan, China, and you can be yours.
Better bad movie. Derek Savage, Neil Breen, or Tommy Wiseau.
From what I understand, Neil Breen is more of a stand-up guy, and I think the movies are better.
Well, better's interesting, but in terms of body of work, Neil Breen's number 1 for sure.
Well, I mean, like it's a low bar anyway, but it seems like the Neil Breen movies are just better than, especially the Cool Cat movies.
Yeah, they're all different kinds of insane, made by different kinds of mentally ill people, but they're all good.
I guess we'll figure out how Tommy Wiseau made his money when he goes to prison for whatever it is.
Is he going to prison?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, how did he make all that money?
He's probably going to go to prison. So.
Like, where'd all the money come from? So. You don't just have money out of nowhere.
No, you don't. He had some, like, because it touches on it in the book.
It was like a jeans business or something, right?
Yeah, but he didn't make anything from that. That was just like what he did.
It's a fucking cover-up to something else.
But there's some like rich old woman that I don't know if he was scamming or she was just like happily giving it to him, and it was sort of a sexless sugar mama situation. But it like he had like some association with some rich old lady that just financed all his insane bullshit.
Joe said he's Slovenian. He's definitely Polish. That is definitely like a Polish accent that Tommy Wiseau has.
Yeah, it's some Eastern European shit for sure.
It's Polish. It's like
he's
100%.
Not French.
And he also said one time, he said, "I am a Catholic," because he was on Howard Stern, and Stern asked him if he was a religious guy, and he said, "I am a Catholic." And he's like, he's not from New Orleans,
right there,
and he's not French
or
either.
France.
No,
yeah,
that's it. Only one. Now on the other, it's a full set right here, guys. You get the Dirty Dog Poison set.
Hold on. So there's
milk
Dirty
crates?
Dog. You get the milk crates. There's Dirty Dog Potion and Dirty Dog Poison. So don't mix those up because you could really hurt yourself.
This is one of the main bottles throughout the Dirty Dog gets mean with this thing.
That's
Dirty
oil.
Dog
That's like
Poison
WD-40.
bottle. Here is the Orange Death bottle right here. You get both of those, and you get, oh no, the poison canister. Oh Lordy B, I better wash my hands after touching this dangerous stuff, you know. And also, you get Dirty
It'd be
Dog's
so cool if he was
range.
doing this ironically. He's very much not, but like if this was all like just tongue in cheek and he's like a really funny guy, that'd be awesome. But he's not, and he has brain damage.
Oh, dirty sticks. Wouldn't that look cool?
Sorry, were there sticks? Is there a stick aspect to this reward tier?
You know what? He must be watching Chris Chan, because Chris Chan is selling like rocks from their driveway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sticks. Wouldn't that look cool? All of these on somebody's mantle in the fireplace or on their countertop or something like that.
Very limited time. They're probably already gone.
Probably. We're probably too late.
So guys, this is very limited time. So if you want to come in if you want a cool prop, you want to come in as associate producer or executive producer, come visit our website.
Producer.
That's Cool Cat Loves You.
Executive?
I could be an executive producer?
Executive producer.
Damn.
.com. And why is Cool Cat's site named that? And that is because Cool Cat loves you. Hey, take care, guys.
What a cool guy. I think Adam and I are commentating the new one probably in the next few weeks, so that should be fun.
So it's out now.
I guess there's advanced screenings at vimeo.com/ondemand/coolcat. So I assume Adam's getting in on that shit, and we're gonna do it up. Did I see the the thumbnail for a recent DP? Cob's got his channel is
okay. I was streaming live, okay, and I had just downloaded. I went to Cob's channel and I downloaded his most recent video to watch it. And while I was watching it, he was streaming. Or no, he wasn't streaming. But someone went over to his channel and it was gone. It said it was terminated for like terms of service. And then about 10 minutes later, it came back, and now it's still there.
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
Yeah, his channel was gone, and then I don't know if he I've had disputes come right back. So you never know. Yeah.
So his channel fared better than Puff.
You might say so. Yeah. So yeah, there's if you guys want to check out the Vimeo.com on-demand Cool Cat, you could do that, or you could just keep dropping Streamlabs to this stream.
Probably do that.
Please like the Streamlabs thing too. Yes. Yeah, let's check out what's going on with Cobes, and of course we got to play the intro.
Obviously.
I wish there was a Cobra sitcom with like laugh tracks and everything.
There really should be.
Yep.
Somewhere in the world today, men have got to stand up strong. Face the truth.
That fall was so good.
He's trying to hand a beer to a blind guy. There's no idea. That's what definitely we would do.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Stand up.
Beautiful. Haunting.
There was a whole lot that happened because, last week we only did 2 shows and one of them was just like one day. And it was mostly just hanging out and shooting the shit more than like watching videos or anything.
Kissing Vosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making Vosh hold your tiny dog too long. Until he had to ask you to take her away. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
Is that what he said? I'm done?
I don't think he said I'm done. He was very polite about it, but his time was up with the dog.
Yeah. Well, I heard he said he didn't like little dogs, so I was like, yep, I'm putting the little dog on.
So you threw a little dog at him. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah. At least he didn't get peed on or whatever. Okay.
No.
Look at that beautiful hair.
That's a quaff right there.
So check this out. Last night I fell asleep.
I would be wearing a hat.
Yep. And somehow my channel got logged out of. But I logged back into my YouTube channel. It was still there. People were blowing up my phone like, oh.
Yep. This is it. He's talking about it.
Oh my God, Cobra, what happened to your channel? And I'm like, it's still here, people. Calm down.
No, it was terminated. You could not find it for 10 plus minutes.
YouTube probably tried to pull a fast one on YouTube when it didn't work. They hate when I go live. I'm not able to go live until I get the app on my phone. And I forgot my iTunes password, so I had to go through the process of resetting it. I need a little bit of G Fuel to wake my ass up.
Why do you need your iTunes password to stream on YouTube?
But look, it made a green-colored combo. Anytime my YouTube trolls go live or make videos about me, I try to flag the video for bullying and what have you, because YouTube allegedly cares about that kind of thing. But it doesn't work.
How's that go?
You know what I'm saying? It does not fucking work. So I just said, you know what? Fuck him. Fuck them. Now, when they do their thing, I just, on YouTube, I thought I would ignore it. My YouTube trolls were very adamant on trying to get my YouTube channel banned and deleted. But then what would you do for fun?
That is a really good point.
That is a salient point by young Joshua.
It's like they want to kill their main form of entertainment. It's very strange.
Yeah, like they do want to get his channel banned, but also they want him to keep having a channel.
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's tricky.
There are some people that just despise him and want nothing but the worst for him. It's insane. You know,
I have people like that in my life. No, like people like that I want that for. Nobody thinks that about me because I'm a delight. But no, there's people like, yeah, I want all the bad things in life to happen to you, and if I can help that along, fantastic. Sign me up. So I get the way people feel, but I would feel the same way. Like, oh, I would love to get this guy's like only source of income, and it's not even that much, like taken away, and ostensibly his life ruined. But I wouldn't want him to go away because I want to keep being mean to him. It's like not wanting to kill someone, but wanting to torture someone. That I get. That's why I've never killed anyone, because if you kill them, they're gone. But if you torture someone, you just barely keep them alive, so they can feel the maximum amount of pain. That's where the money's at.
They want to metaphorically kill. They look at all of his character flaws, and they kind of use that as justification to despise him and want nothing but the worst for him. I definitely don't go that far. Sometimes I get frustrated, but I'm not perfect. You know what I mean?
I can't imagine why you'd ever get frustrated with Cobes. He's blameless.
What would you do for fun if Cobra didn't go live? You'd lose your shit.
Better not go live, boy.
You'll go to DoorDash some stupid shit while he's live on camera. You literally...
Is there anyone that reverse psychology works on better than Cobes?
No.
You better not do it. If you do it.
He lives for it. His dad admitted, like, especially his dad, he will do the opposite of whatever his dad tells him.
Yeah.
When I got that 2-week ban on YouTube, they were on the subreddit crying their eyes out because, it's not fair. And then they act like they broke their favorite toy or some shit. And it's like, well...
That is a shockingly self-aware way to put it. It is exactly like they broke their favorite toy.
It's true. Yeah, he has his moments for sure, No,
I don't even go out.
I don't want his channel deleted. I don't agree with Billy on he should just keep drinking the way he does forever, because that'll break our favorite toy too. No, it's not good. I mean, look how terribly he's aged in such a short period of time. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is a tough, 32 or something?
Yeah, he's 32, 33, and... No. Yeah, I think
way
so.
To flag my troll channels anymore. I just block them and delete them from my YouTube, And it's like...
He just keeps shaking.
Here's a brilliant thought. It's a new year.
He's really shaking the shit out of that.
No one's forcing you to watch my videos, dude.
He says this every video, 100% of the time.
As soon as I got
nobody's forcing you to watch.
He doesn't know that. What if someone is forcing them to watch his videos?
Someone is being tortured using his videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
He doesn't know the situation.
When he phone up and running, everyone had to blow it up, and the majority of it was all just troll comments nonstop, and it's just like...
I've definitely said the nobody's forcing you to watch thing before, but not every video. Not like every time someone complains or whatever.
Literally every time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I bet you're scared to go live after releasing the second innocent animal of the winter into the Casper Wild, boy.
Wait, who's number 2?
I think I think he's talking about the cat. There was like a cat. I think someone was trying to catch stray cats so that they well, like I think like the animal control people were trying to or whatever, and he found a cat in a cage and like let it go. He talked about it. Go to the dentist, fuckhead. I don't know if the dentist can help him. Not on his budget. Mm-mm. That's the thing. Like, if you want normal looking teeth and you let your teeth get to his level, it's so expensive to fix that.
Yeah, in dentistry, there is like a lost cause level, and he may have hit that.
That's when they're like, oh, we're just going to pull them all out, and if you can afford implants, then you get the implant, or dentures.
Yeah. Yeah, and if not, you're going to be the #1 gummer in prison.
And here's the thing of it. I do not actively go out of my way to text my YouTube trolls every day from fake pussy burner numbers. I don't.
Yeah, but you respond to them. See, that's the thing.
Every single one.
I don't know about
they'll keep doing it as long as they get a response.
A lot of them, because I know people who have met Cobra in person, and he spent a lot of time responding to random text messages, negative ones, inviting more negative ones.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I've got better things to do with my life. Like making my own homemade wine.
No, it's terrible.
I like that he did that as a flex, too. Making my homemade wine.
Came up with the perfect recipe for an apple mead that is just simply delicious.
Okay. It could be.
I think you are misusing the word perfect. I don't think it's the perfect recipe.
He also is misusing the word mead, because whatever he's about to make is not mead.
As opposed to fermented poison.
Yeah.
I think he's got some of that dirty dog poison.
You could probably make a pretty good apple wine if you know what you're doing, but he's going to put some dumb shit in it that's going to make it disgusting.
G Fuel.
Probably something like that. Monster Energy drink. Whatever.
And it could be made in like 2 weeks or less.
Yeah, that's another thing. He doesn't have the patience to actually let it ferment.
He's doing speed mead?
And he starts sipping on it. You know, he'll sip on it.
Well, look, it would look so appetizing. How can you resist?
It is
express wine.
Some of it almost looked like cum.
Of course it's cum. It's always cum, Ben. It's cum every time.
There was one.
Who among us who hasn't tried to make toilet wine once or twice and it just ended up cum?
Yeah, our friends called turbo yeast. Not every drink combo has to have alcohol in it. That's the thing of it, YouTube. I actively do not give a shit what my trolls do. People are constantly tattletale on my YouTube trolls. Like, Josh, your trolls are doing this.
It's really a fascinating head of hair, honestly. Like, he is simultaneously completely bald and has the most hair I've ever seen.
It's not like
Bernie
Hogan's
Sanders.
doll hair.
No, fine doll's hair.
No.
And it's like, well,
if you take a look at a picture of Joe Biden from like 40 years ago, he had more. He had less hair then than he has now.
Way to go, Joe.
Yeah,
everything's coming up Biden.
Well, he probably got some kind of replacement surgery or something.
He's a real Jeremy Piven.
Yeah.
Who in Seinfeld, when he's playing fake George, is completely bald, and then in Entourage 15 years later he's got a beautiful coif.
That Elon Musk was like going pretty bald in his 20s, and then now he had. Yeah, I don't know though. Maybe it's starting to dwindle a little bit. That stuff is so expensive, and it doesn't last forever.
It's really expensive.
Yeah,
he hasn't been able to fix that torso yet, though.
That is weird. Those are the weirdest.
How many $1 billion
dimensions.
do you need until you can fix your fucked up torso?
And my trolls got so mad at my wet and juicy video. It's so fucking pissed off, dude. And that wet and juicy video, that's pretty fucking tame compared to what my trolls do to me on a daily basis. They've taken photos of me from dating profiles in the past. Back when I tried online dating, I took a couple of not so safe for work photos to try to increase my chances back in the day.
Not so safe for work. So NSSFW.
Yeah, I think he's like got his shirt off trying to flex and stuff like that.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my fucking guy right there.
And the YouTube trolls found those dating profiles and saved the pictures. And then they use it to revenge porn me and such.
Is it porn though? I don't know. I don't think he was naked. That did happen though. He did get
that also happened.
He got catfished, and you know. Yeah.
One thing led to another.
Yeah.
And it's pretty disgusting, but what do? This is why I win, because I actively do not go
Ladies
out of
and
my
gentlemen,
way
this is what winning looks like.
to fuck with my
This
trolls.
is the face of winning.
And all I gotta do to piss off my YouTube trolls is go live or
better not
make
go
a fun
live,
video
boy.
and
Don't
they
go
lose their
live.
shit. And I'm like, they're like, you better not go live, Cobra, if you know what's good for you, or your channel's gonna get deleted. I'm like, first of all, jack off. You don't have that authority. Second of all, you're clearly jealous of Cobra. Otherwise, you wouldn't care if I go live or try to get my channel deleted. Third of all, it's like, you need to get your shit together. In fact, last year, one of my supposed trolls reached out to me, and they apologized for trolling me. And they explained that they were going through a very rough patch in their life. They lost their job. Their wife divorced them, you know, etc., etc.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's the thing of it, dude. A lot of my YouTube trolls are ugly people on the outside and ugly on the inside. And you have miserable
Game
ass
recognizes
lives, more
game.
miserable than mine. And you feel like it's out of your control. So, and they're a psychotic mind. They troll Cobra.
If he just threw up halfway through that sentence, it would have been so perfect.
I've seen him just randomly throw up.
It's the best.
Bullying an autistic person is not going to make your life any better. I've talked to the cops before about this situation over the last couple of years. And the cops go, well, there's nothing we can do about it. It's probably a burner number, so it's going to be extra hard to trace. And that's the thing of it. That's exactly why they use burner numbers, because they're pussies, dude. They won't use their real fucking number because I trace me.
That part I agree with. If you're doing it, if you're gonna use a number, use your parents' landline. That's what you should be doing it from.
Their phone, and their phone's on their mommy's plan. Which leads me to believe that the majority of my YouTube trolls are just a bunch of snot-nosed kids getting bullied in school and getting bullied on the internet. So what's their solution? We're going to bully this adult autistic person on the internet. Ho, ho, ho. Back in the day, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool. That's like if I had that opportunity at my fingertips in high school, that sounds great. It's fun. It's when you're a kid to successfully bully an adult. That's fun as shit. That's awesome.
Very young and in high school and junior high, if I didn't like you, I bullied you.
Yeah, so Cobra definitely admitted to bullying.
But
yeah,
now that I'm a mature adult, if I don't like you, I just flat out ignore you. If you're going to bully somebody, do it to their face.
Flat out ignore you by
person.
talking about you at length every video.
As someone with autism, I have to tell Josh something. Stop using your disability as a shield. People are going to be jerks to you regardless.
Somebody who has balls, you know, cowering behind your mommy's cell phone plan is pretty pathetic. You know, and when I talk to the cops about it, they're like, well, if you don't like it, just get off of social media. And I'm like, what are you supposed to do when they bully you off of social media? Oh, my trolls got so mad yesterday at my food review of that delicious pizza that I had. Oh, you stupid Han. Oh, shit. Look. Oh, there it goes.
That's not pizza. That's a breadstick with cheese in it.
And they're like, oh, you're too lazy to do shout-outs, but you're going to stuff your fat face with blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, what's the matter? And my 12's mad because I make delicious food reviews and they can't handle it. Wham. You know, I hope they wake up and realize that their obsession with Cobra only makes them look retarded, and it makes me more famous. You know, if I want a good laugh, YouTube.
I hope you wake up and realize that
occasionally I'll go to
without
the King
trolls, you
Cobra
don't have a channel.
Yeah.
FX subreddit, which
It's
I would not
everyone.
recommend if you're
It's 100% of your
King Cobra fan
demographic
because
is people who want to be mean to you.
It's just filled with the worst people on the internet. And they'll text me all kinds of dumb shit, too, like, Cobra, you're never getting laid again. I'm like, really? Then who the
Lucky
fuck is
guess.
naked and laughing? Get fucked. You got girls who are willing to travel all the way from halfway across the country just to be with your ass.
Did that happen, though?
She's, like, trying to crowdfund this, which what if she just kept it all and didn't go?
Of course she's going to keep it all, and good for her. What a queen.
Oh, God.
Are you kidding me? She's not going to fly out there and fuck the grossest person on the internet.
Like,
she's going to keep the money.
For the longest time, Gucci was like, yeah, I'll fuck him. And, like, Gucci is way better looking than naked and laughing.
She's better looking than this, but also Gucci's also disgusting. Let's keep that on the table.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah.
I think I don't think she does. I think she lives a very different life these days.
Good for her.
Yeah. But yeah, when I met her, she was like, she was living in an RV, you know, getting hammered all the time. So not too different from my life, but aside from the RV thing.
Yeah, largely the same. Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. What's up, Boglum Chronicles?
Hey.
Why is he? Why is
4,200?
Why is she
using?
That's
too bad.
Yeah. Why is she using such an old picture of Cobra too? This is
look
quite
at all
an
that
old
extra hair.
Yeah. It's his old apartment too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do respect crowdfunding, attempting to unsuccessfully crowdfunding $4,200 for a $300 and something ticket.
Yeah,
That's great.
what she wants to like live in a hotel there and make content and make money.
Yeah,
that's what's going on, right?
I'm sad the GoFundMe didn't pay off. I'm sad it was only $30 off of 2 donations. Same price on a bus and a plane.
Huh.
That's
well, a
interesting.
bus takes forever.
Yeah. So either way, you can pay $300 and something. You can either go on a plane and be there in 3 hours, or on a bus in 70 hours. But you do save, I think, $25 if my math is correct. So maybe you do the bus.
Despite having a hairline problem, nasty ass teeth, and Asperger's, and
yeah, I mean
my dick can only get so hard, Cobra.
The vast majority of women does not want to. They do not want to kiss a man who does not brush his teeth ever.
He's not a kid. Does he use tactical soap on his teeth?
I think that would at least. I don't think so. I think he just does. He smokes. You know, he drinks all the time. He smokes. He never brushes his teeth, and his teeth are like charcoal. You know, they're chipping away his upper teeth.
Biggest asshole on the internet, and you know what? My trolls cannot stand it. They're like, Jessica's hot, and it's not fair that Cobra's got this chick that wants him. And it's like, yeah, well. You know, and I would totally.
She's like almost 10 years older than him, too. She's like 8 years older than him.
Order that pizza again from Little Squeezers. It was that good.
Like,
I'm still working on eating it, though. You know, I'm a famous YouTuber. I make wands. I sell my shirts. I sell tactical soap, and I sell magic wands. I don't got to answer to some corporate asshole. You know what I'm saying? And it's glorious. It is glorious.
You answer to whatever the corporate asshole named YouTube decides to do to you, though. We all answer to a corporate asshole some way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's YouTube. You know what it is, though? My YouTube trolls are scared to be themselves. They have to live the saddest lives because these people are dedicated to taking the piss out of me. And it's like, why, dude? Because Cobra's genuine. I keep it real. I'm not afraid to be myself.
They're into water sports.
Like
do we know what he did to his finger?
Yes, the cat bit him.
Of course it did.
But yeah, we got some shout-outs to give. We'll do PayPal shout-outs in the next video. And how these shout-outs work is I don't read your messages. I'll just read your first name. And those of you who donated, you know who you are. And if I don't shout out your full names to protect you from the YouTube trolls, so the trolls can't trick me into shouting out evil pieces of shit. And that's the thing of it. The trolls know I hate sickos and serial killers and shit like that. And so they think, oh, if we pick the name of some random asshole that Cobra's never heard of.
Because Cobra doesn't know anything.
And then type, oh, Cobra, I'm your biggest fan.
Thanks for $2.78, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah. Yes, similar things have happened.
Here's $20, you know. One of my fans commissioned a wand, and they paid me $100 in my Cash App, and they sent me their address through a text message. You know who you are.
Nice.
Oh,
Andrew, thank you for your 1 penny on PayPal. Dalton, thank you for your 69 cents. Preston.
Under $1 shout-outs.
I tried to tell him. I told him in one of the few occasions that I had direct contact with him, you should not do a shout-out for a donation under $5.
No, absolutely
Definitely not under $1.
No.
Yeah. A penny.
What are you doing?
A penny.
Thank you for your 1 penny. Ben, thank you for your 1 penny.
You're welcome.
And Justin,
you?
thank you for your 1 penny. Okay, Preston and Ben, they all
So he's
gave
up to
me a
like
penny.
74 cents total right now.
So did Justin. Thank you for your penny. Samuel, thank you for your 3 cents.
What are you doing?
Nathan, thank you for your penny. Masked, thank you for your 1 penny. Let's see here. Nathan, thank you for your penny.
You haven't hit
Samuel,
$1 yet.
thank you for your 50 cents. Nathan Moore, thank you for your 1 penny. Nathan, thank you for your 15 cents. Angelo, thank you for your 10 cents. James, thank you for your 10 cents. Derek, thank you for your penny. Derek, thank you for your penny. Isaiah, thank you for your 69 cents.
He's reading several donations under $1.
Not a single one has been over $1.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Derek, thank you for your penny. Isaiah.
It's like the people who are giving him like 75 cents are throwing him a bone in this situation.
They're the big spenders, yeah.
Another penny, thank you. Derek, thank you for your 1 penny. Jonathan, thank you for your 27 cents.
His dad would just slip Cobra a roofie and take him to England, knocked out.
I don't
just to
think
see
he
his
could do
reaction,
that.
Thinking he finally blacked out to the max. Get him some cheaper dental work while he's there.
That's funny. I don't think you could legally like cross a border with someone who's totally blacked out.
It's tricky. I mean, there's ways, but you have to sort of circumvent a few things.
Well, we'll test it. Next time I'm completely wasted, I'll
see if I can get you across a border.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for your...
Across an ocean.
Your 3 cents.
No.
Corey, thank you for your penny. Eric, thank you for your 69 cents. James, thank you for your 1 penny. Nathan, thank you for your penny.
This is in the top 1 saddest things I've ever seen.
3 cents, thank you for that. Nathan, thank you for your 1 penny. Okay, all the shout-outs for PayPal and Cash App are caught up. Might as well just do it all in one video. Also,
so that was about $1.92 off of 106 donations.
Y'all need to leave Jessica the fuck alone. No, I'm tired of this fucking shit. You know? I've been waiting patiently for a girlfriend for fucking well over 6 years, almost. And I finally have a chance to be with somebody that's old enough and digs me.
He always loves to throw that in there.
You know?
Of age.
Yeah. She's definitely of age, Josh.
And it's like, oh, we can't stand it. We can't stand it. And it's like, that's because my trolls spend all day, every day harassing and hating Cobra. And they wonder why they can't get chicks. Because most women, when they find out who I am, are like, yeah, Cobra's a little weird and eccentric and what have you, but the dude's autistic. Leave him alone.
Ah, there it is. We just got a donation about Cobra doing that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God, Cobra found a chick that doesn't give a shit if he's bald or autistic or if he
She hasn't gotten there yet.
has nasty teeth. Like
it sounds like she's funding a hotel room in addition, because if she's staying at your place, she doesn't need even $1,000, let alone $4,000.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jessica are both worried that the trolls are going to scare each other off from us, and we're going to try our damnedest to make sure it don't work. And then just get to know each other, see where it goes, kind of thing. But again, you don't have to donate money. It is greatly appreciated if you do.
All right. So that's the first installment of our extended Cobes segment tonight. Here's another one.
Ooh.
These are all made by Boglum
Chow
Chronicles. And they were in the chat earlier. I don't know if they're still on.
Yep, a pro. Last time on
Both ramen noodle seasoning packets of chicken flavor. So we're going to attempt to make some interesting ramen noodles.
No! Okay. I like the videos where he's reading the donations more than the cooking. The cooking grosses me out so much.
It is truly disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely bacon grease. Maybe some bacon bits. And maybe some fried spam. What do you think? Get her done. 12 minutes to
There's almost always a microwave involved.
Certainly.
Oh hey, that's spicy spam.
Not a stove guy. Oven guy.
Spicy spam.
Great.
To be honest, I've never eaten spam. I know it's like in certain Hawaiian dishes, it can be good if it's prepared the right way. I've never had it though.
Yeah, it's certainly not my favorite thing. I tend to shy away from the canned meat genre in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
The microwave's a little messy, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, Tubes.
What the fuck is he doing?
That's not going in the sink. That's going on the edge of the sink and then falling down that's all over the floor.
So I think Cobra has really bad vision.
I can't imagine why.
I think
his eyes look great.
They used to be worse. He had a surgery to kind of straighten them out.
I was gonna say they did what they could.
The spicy spam. Yeah, I've never eaten it. I'd try it. I'm kind of like Scott with the canned meat. Now Scott doesn't like fish, and I've definitely eaten canned tuna before.
Brag.
You don't like fish.
You don't want that in there. Get it out of there. King Oscar of sardines and olive oil. Dump 2 cans in there. Put a little up in the can here. Scoop that out of Velveeta into the middle there.
Oh, I don't love what's happening.
Take the cheese right there, scrape it back into the bowl like that. And keep microwaving until that cheese is really good. And let them fuckers cool off. Oh, look at that sexiness.
No.
cool off there. So the bowl is...
By the way, I asked Vosh if he minded having the dog. I was like, if you don't like having the dog in your lap, I promise if you ever come back, I won't put the dog in your lap. And he said he would come back just to have her in his lap again.
Well, check that out.
Yeah.
No, he had it for a long time. I'm sure he was fine with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Lukewarm at best. It's still a little bit warm. Cheese pull's probably not going to happen. I might let it cool off too long. Yeah, let it cool off too long. But we're going to try a bite of it regardless.
I don't like what's happening.
I made these ramen noodles. Check out the food hack.
It looks so gross.
Did he call it a food hack?
That's what he calls all of his food concoctions that he makes.
I don't like that.
Food hack.
I really don't like that. It makes me upset for some reason.
Definitely a hearty bowl of like this first layer of fish, and then it gets all these other layers.
I love going cheese, fish, spam, ramen. Quite the flavor profile.
No one eating it. Got layers of meat in here. I'm gonna be eating this all day tomorrow, anyways.
Yeah. What? Oh,
Big
that's
day.
another thing. He lets it turn into like the grossest leftover slop. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
It grosses me out. I made him mad one time. I didn't know he was in the chat, and I talked about the time where he like made something gross, like a burrito. He called it a burrito, but just like the meat, it's not whatever he calls it. And he was eating it the next day, and he held it up to the camera, and there was bugs crawling around on it.
Oh yeah, no, he did get his feelings hurt about that.
Yeah, he was like, there were not bugs in my food, but he deleted that stream.
Except there were.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, these ramen noodles are extremely unhealthy.
The burrito.
Yes, they are. A little bit of summer sausage action.
Summer sausage action.
Summer sausage in the mix.
Which is just like bologna, right? Isn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It's insanely unhealthy. Having like this bacon grease, this butter.
I forgot bacon grease was in the mix. How did I forget that?
Spam. All the fish and the meat. The chicken ramen noodles, of course, are a nice touch.
Nice touch.
This is way too much food for one person, too.
It's gigantic. It's huge.
Most people save money when they cook food at home, but Cobra puts so much
He finds a way.
ingredients. Yeah. He spends like $150 on a meal that he just like cooks at home, and there's canned meat and stuff in it. There's not stuff that should be this expensive.
If I would have left it any longer in there.
He'll use a whole giant container of country crock in one meal.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Trying it would have been completely cold. Yeah, I don't care. This is comfort food. There's a little bit of heat to it.
This food doesn't seem comforting. Like, he doesn't even seem to be enjoying it.
I'm uncomfortable with it. I'm uncomfortable.
It's discomfort food.
But it's not overwhelming. Like all the other ingredients, and with this ramen noodle, will kind of dumb down the heat of it a little bit. The wildest ramen noodle food hacks, wildly unhealthy. Surprised he didn't pour beer into it when he was cooking up the noodles.
A food hack. I am also actually surprised you didn't pour beer or Mountain Dew into it.
Yeah, you know what? Call it a hunch, but he's going to give it 5 stars.
Really? That's a bold prediction, Ben.
He has never admitted to hating his own food.
Like, he's really clearly not enjoying this, but he's like, well, I made my bed and I got to lie in it with this shit.
Yep.
Here on deck, I would have poured and cooked the noodles in the beer instead of the water, but I digress. It's definitely interesting. This with layers of meat and cheese and noodles and...
I hate everything about this.
Yep.
Yeah, you know.
Agree, friend.
The crackers and the chips and the...
Yeah, all this other content, I don't cringe so hard at it, but the food, and then he eats it, and
this stuff is tough.
Yeah. It's one step above just watching someone eat a turd.
Yeah.
It's
one day.
It's turd adjacent.
Nice little crunch to the top. It's got layers. And about like 10 million calories. Oh man. This is artery clogging.
He can't even eat 10% of it.
YouTube.
No.
My only complaint is I should have taken it out sooner to eat it because the cheese, like I said, it solidified on top with the Velveeta.
Oh, Velveeta.
The jalapeno Velveeta cheese. It's not bad.
Jalapeno
I
Velveeta.
should have started eating it sooner when it was a bit warmer, but I'm not complaining.
You are complaining, actually.
You're complaining a little bit.
This is holy shit rich. I'll do my next food hack as soon as this bowl of deliciousness is gone. You know, all the meat that's in here is a great source of protein. The fish, the bacon.
When Cobra crafts a meal, the whole becomes far greater than the sum of its parts. That's most definitely what's up.
That is a good point.
I don't know if that's what's up.
Summer sausage, bacon, summer sausage, fish.
Bacon, summer sausage, fish, ramen.
Fish, you heard the man. And spam.
And spam, delicious.
I don't remember.
And chicken flavored ramen.
Fried spam. I had a brain fart.
If someone offered you $10,000 to eat this, would you try?
10,000, yeah, but that's like low end.
Is that your lowest end? I feel like if someone was holding $5,000 cash, you'd be like, and you can't puke.
I mean, if we're being honest, probably about 50, but you would have to pay me. I ain't doing this for free.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It is very rich, though. And I don't do recipes like this too often. This would be a...
I don't think you should be allowed to call this a recipe.
No, it's a food hack.
A fever dream.
Yeah,
it's a food hack.
Blue Moon treats because of how insanely unhealthy this is. I mean, for Christ's sake, there's chunks of...
There's like high calorie or high fat or whatever unhealthy, and then there's toxic unhealthy.
Garbage. Literal garbage.
Yes.
Summer sausage in here. But it's got a nice flavor profile on it.
Don't say that. Come on.
It's got a nice flavor profile.
Come on, man.
Woo.
See, it's little things like that where I'm like, who's zooming who here? Is he putting us all on? Like, is this all extremely calculated? I know it's not, but it's little stuff like that. Like, when he's actually saying flavor profile.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Yeah, there's a script somewhere.
Am I the idiot?
There's a,
Am I the mark here?
Like a meatiness to it.
It's got like a meatiness.
There's a meatiness to the meat.
And the combination of the sauce.
Wendy's and they gave me a fuck ton more food that I ordered lol. Like 30 nuggies, so I wanted to share the love.
Thank you so much.
Scott, who did you suck to get that microphone?
I will tell you who I sucked to get this beautiful rainbowy microphone. In 2013, I purchased a Buick Verano for $42,000. And with it, I got an Air Miles card and Air Miles points. And I used that Air Miles card every single time I purchased gas. Fast forward 10.5 years, and I got a free microphone through Air Miles. Pretty sick deal, huh?
Yeah, I've had points that I didn't realize I had, and it's like, holy shit, I've got a lot of points, like a lot. And I was like, oh, I guess I get to buy stuff.
This is definitely not half bad.
Buy a car, spend a bunch more money, wait 10 years, $180 microphone. What a fucking deal.
Yeah.
A little bit of creaminess, a little bit of spicy.
Yeah, I bought a new Buick. Fuck you.
Very
I'll do it
fatty,
again.
and you can definitely taste the sodium. This is definitely getting the
You can definitely taste the sodium.
Bad.
Yes.
Don't watch me make this giant mess of bowl of ramen noodles like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you pour bacon grease?
By the way, there was one, the person that donated earlier, they mentioned that they ordered food and they ended up giving them extra food. There was one night, me and Scott.
Caraxa, my girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was one night me and Scott went and got Mexican food.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like the people who worked there, like Spanish was definitely their first language. And we ordered our food, and then they called us back, and we got like 4 times the food we had ordered
So
and
many
paid
things.
for.
We were eat in. Also, besides us, I believe there were a total of 2 other people in the restaurant. It's a 24-hour Mexican restaurant. We were there at like midnight or 1 a.m. So it's not like they were overwhelmed with orders and got confused or anything. We just ordered ourselves some tacos,
Sounds
and
like
then
a great band name. But what music genre would it be?
Turd adjacent.
Doom metal. Yeah, we just ordered ourselves some tacos, and they gave us a Mexican smorgasbord. they gave us dinner for 7. It was great.
And butter and what have you into your noodles. Because it fucking tastes good, man. If you like fish, the first layer's got a little bit of fishiness to it, but it's not bad. I always say this other restaurant.
It's not bad.
And that's the thing of it, you're not going to see too many YouTubers like me doing this.
Nope.
You know, Airsoft Fatty's the exception to the rule because he does do similar cooking styles. Oh my god, my arteries are clogging. Woohoo! I gotta stop eating that, YouTube. I'm getting full.
He should actually be fatter than he is.
Yes, I've said this before. Yep.
Yeah, because like he eats maybe worse than any other human being I've ever seen, and he's not that fat. Got a crazy metabolism.
Oh my god. There's gonna be some tasty leftovers, YouTube.
What's better than next day ramen full of old meat?
Next day and a half, 2 days, 3 days.
No, don't say 3 days. Even if it's going to be
Our
Cobes.
Ford Falcon.
Oot in a boot, yeah.
Oot in a boot, a geen and a geen in our Ford Falcon.
Oh god damn, it stinks like Asperger's. Good lord.
He's funny. I like him.
Drink a water.
Is there water?
Man.
Who saw that coming?
Dun dun dun. We still have another one. We have a trilogy tonight.
No, these are 2 things I don't like, but I do like Donkey Kong Country music.
I knew he was going to sardines next.
Sardines and Spam. That's not good.
You would sardines. You're definitely not a fan of.
This is not a Scott combination right here.
Chicken ramen noodles. Both ramen noodle seasoning packets of chicken flavor. Add some other seasoning to it. Some Red Hot Buffalo Ranch seasoning. Some Pork King Good bacon seasoning.
Why doesn't he just screw the cap off and just pour it all?
I was gonna say,
just go
Why are we
for
putting
it.
on airs?
From Alex Vickner. Check out his Instagram. It makes amazing glass of work. We need to make those noodles extra high in calories.
What he always does it. It's extra high in Like why?
He's bulking.
It's already a lot of calories. You don't have to make
He's
it
bulking right now, and then
cup.
he's gonna cut for bodybuilding season.
It's all quantity with him. It's all like extra calories, as many ingredients as you can use. It's ridiculous.
It's all about coulda, not about shoulda with him.
No, yeah.
2 cups of that olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Can you believe this shit, YouTube? They have a container of bacon grease, fry, cook, bake. Someone came up with the idea to tub up bacon grease and put it in a goddamn container like a goddamn country crock.
I've saved bacon grease and used it as like cooking fat before for sure. But he is gonna use the whole thing? Yeah, he very well.
Come on.
It's fucking ingenious.
Don't say things like that.
He uses a whole thing of country crock.
I'm going to attempt to make some interesting ramen noodles. You have to film it in a section because gotta get in the ramen noodles time to cook. Look at that shit.
I've used like duck tallow to fry burgers before, which is
duck fat. Like anything fried in duck fat is better for having been that. Yeah.
Yes.
Do I care? No, I don't. Take out the seal.
They're really trying to keep you out of there. So he's gonna use his fingers, right? To get the... he's gonna use the fingers to get the bacon fat into the ramen, right? He's not gonna use a utensil. Pardon me.
Grease.
I think we're going spoon.
You know, he can't use a can opener. It's hilarious when he tries to do a can opener.
I like that for him.
The like manual style twist.
Not happening. Nope. Just doesn't have the dexterity.
Nope.
Ridiculous. Next ingredient. There's a bit of that country crock original spread. Oh, that is seductive.
Seductive tubes.
Use butter. It's better.
Yeah, I don't get the country crock thing. He probably grew up with it or something. I did.
Oh,
that was the butter in my house when I was a kid.
Add some water to it. Just some of the fresh boiled water.
Hate this so much.
Not quite enough water in there.
And I know this is like the least offensive part of it too. It's gonna get so much worse.
And, condiments, but we're gonna make some really bomb-ass ramen noodles. Then we're gonna start off by microwaving this in the microwave. All that damn butter's gonna melt into the ramen noodles. With all the seasoning and everything, gonna make a nice broth. We got some summer sausages, maybe some sardines, maybe some bacon bits, and maybe some fried Spam. What do you think? We'll get her done.
It is disgusting.
Think so.
Yeah. And then he cooks it in the microwave.
I'd say the biggest shock so far is that the bacon grease isn't expired.
Now we're going to take our Spam and we're going to cut it up into slices. And we're going to fry it up. Pretty straightforward.
I like that the G Fuel is there with the spices, just like that, like, you know, paprika, cinnamon, cumin, G Fuel.
We got some hot and spicy Spam. Got that Spam! Before we go to fry our Spam, we gotta throw some grease in that pan. That same grease combination we use for our ramen noodles.
Hey, T-Bob.
A little bit of that bacon up.
T-Bob's in the chat.
Bacon grease. Not
Hell
a sponsor.
Yeah. Tier 1 operator T-Bob. Special ops, baby. 50 confirmed kills.
And a little bit of that country crock original as well.
You always want a round number of confirmed kills.
Yeah. I think he like retired, you know? After the 50th kill, he's like, I'm done. My work here's done.
I did what I set out to do.
All that butter and bacon grease gonna dissolve. And that'll melt in our pan. And then now we're gonna take our Spam. We need to cut it up so we can fry it up.
Oh God! It reminds me of the cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving dinner, only it's meat.
That's the thing. It's not so bad when it's like, you know, basically cranberry jelly. That's okay.
Yeah.
But not when it's meat.
No.
Big old hot and spicy can of Spam. Cut the Spam with the butter knife. Now this fried Spam is gonna go into our ramen noodles YouTube. I think that should be a little bit unhealthy and tasty to say the least. We're gonna layer it with unhealthy shit. Because that's what people like watching my...
He's always like, yeah, it's unhealthy. It's like, not for the reasons you think. It's not like, you know, deep fried chicken or whatever is unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's just gross unhealthy.
Yeah.
Videos. You can have Spam raw as it is, but frying it up makes it delicious.
Oh, he had a little bite for himself.
Okay, you know what? Oh, hey, that spicy Spam ain't half bad.
I wonder how long after the last slop that he made that he just like tossed whatever was left.
See up in here.
I think he finishes it. I think no matter how many days it takes, he finishes it. 3, 4, 5 days.
Not in one.
He's going. He's getting his money worth.
That makes my stomach turn just to think about it.
We want nice thick pieces for the ramen. Ain't that just sexy? Look at that. All that butter's gonna melt in that. It's gonna turn our pan up.
I don't like unidentifiable meat.
The pan looks kind of dirty too.
It's just seasoned, Ben. That's what it's supposed to be like.
Get this bitch cooking.
I do have a cast iron pan, so I at least understand
The
that.
noodles are done microwaving. They're sizzling. The microwave's a little messy, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, too.
Spoon and stir it around.
I wish it said like a real thing instead of it is what it is. Like, microwave's a little messy, tubes, but I'm disgusting, so what do you expect? Like something more honest and substantive than it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Little tips, Cobes. You take them or leave them. You're the pro.
All right, so that's it. That's that. Or no. There's still more. There's still more.
There must be more. We haven't even introduced the sardines yet.
The smell coming off those noodles is glorious.
Oh, he's actually covering it so you don't see the microwave.
Before I strain
this
the
is
broth
intentional. I like this.
Sink. Leave a little bit of broth at the bottom. Our fried Spam. That's looking mighty ham. Frying up in all that greasy love.
It's frying in country crock.
It looks better cooked, but I still don't want it.
You know,
I would be willing to try it, but not if Cobra cooked it.
No, not Cobra, but like if someone without brain damage fried up some Spam, sure. Because like it looks okay when there's like when it looks cooked and there's some char on it.
Yeah,
that's something. But just like sloppy meat out of the can, no, I don't want it.
I'm liking the color on the outside of this here deal. Got the fried Spam done. The texture on it. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. There's some good looking fried Spam. And the next video we're going to drain the broth, start adding other ingredients to it. We got to drain the broth. We got 2 summer sausages from these cool Cobras. In order to
it's premium.
The broth, we're going to use our
That's important.
spoon
Take note, Ben.
to hold down the noodles. Those are hot. Grab ourselves a glove. I'm gonna MacGyver this real quick. Dumping on an
Oh,
angle.
please, miss the sink again.
Yep.
Come on, a little more, little further back. You can. Yes,
I love
that's my guy. Yes, 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 yes. Every time. King. So good. That's all of it. None. None is going in the sink. It is all going on the floor. It's perfect. You must know. How do you not know?
Put a little bit on the counter, but that's no big deal. So with some sauces and some meats. A little bit of that soy sauce action.
Sure.
Is he gonna pour the whole bottle? I always expect him to just use all of the bottle.
Yeah.
Barbecue, sweet honey barbecue
If some is good, more is better.
Some Kraft.
Kraft what? Barbecue sauce?
For a little bit of heat, we're going to add some Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing Sauce.
Sure.
I can hear his nose whistling
not
when he
to.
breathes.
Yeah, that was a real whistle.
Hot sauce ain't going to hurt. Yeah.
Do you hear it?
Perfect amount right there. Maybe a little bit more because I like this hot
He's got a whistling booger in his left nostril.
Yes, it's a whistle burger.
Like a how to basic video,
Yeah.
but an ironically.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
sauce.
A rare internet reference I understood.
I cannot unhear the
And
whistle
the
now.
mustard packet.
I know.
Container that came with
Blow
the
your
summer
nose.
sausage. It's good flavor. We're going to add that mustard to it.
Use the whole thing.
A
You'd be
summer sausage
silly
ramen
not
noodle
to.
food hack. Oh, jeez.
It's not a food hack. It's just being gross. That's a lot of fucking mustard, by the way.
It is.
That's a lot of mustard.
Another scoop of that grease and that butter on top of that sauce combo.
Obviously. So you put it in the water you cooked it in already, but now you're doing some post-drain margarine and bacon grease also.
Apparently,
Am I understanding this
so.
correctly? Okay.
Lots of a variety of fats.
Yeah. Get your finger in there.
A little bit of that grease. Gonna stir it all around. We're gonna grab some Black Label real chopped bacon bits. You don't want that
that's
in
a
there.
lot.
Get it out of there.
Oh, I wish he hadn't got the
whole
silica
goddamn bag
gel
in there.
packet, and it just became part of the meal.
Oh no!
Yeah, Oops. Son of a
Boy, oh
bitch.
boy. Show the microwave, coward.
Phone still works. We're good. We're still recording. Yes. Try this again. On top of that, we're going to add our summer sausage. Of
course.
Our fork and chop the summer sausage into delicious chunks for our ramen noodles.
You had a knife earlier. I saw you had a knife. Why are you cutting the sausage with a blunt
Cobra's
fork?
holding a sausage in his hand.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Why? This is an unflattering angle for anyone, let alone Cobes.
Yeah. A worm's eye view.
Add our fried
Mix it and get it
spam.
all homogeneous. And we're breaking up the spam into
Stir that spam.
a spam crumble.
A spam crumble.
Now, this next one's optional,
He's been watching The Bear.
but I, King Cobra JFS, like sardines. We got some King Oscar
No, don't
sardines
do it. Don't
and
do
olive
it.
oil.
No.
Dump 2 cans in there.
Oh, the goo. No. I hate this so much. This is fucking disgusting.
Stir it
Oh,
around
oh,
until
I-
it's
oh,
left.
That fucking nose whistle, too, is not helping anyone. Look at the consistency of, like, what the ramen is sitting in at this point. It's been drained, but it's still, like, sitting in goo. Sorry, is this a second can of sardines?
There's a little left in the can here.
Or was that a can of something else? Was that tuna? I missed this. What was this? This is the worst day of my life.
A nice little crust on top.
Let's put a nice little crust on top. Oh my God, what an abomination.
Cream chips.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse than the last one.
And like this one's deceptive because you just like you only see like the cracker crumble on top. You're like, okay, that like could be food. They like I don't know what they do in the Midwest. That maybe it's one of those famous hot dishes that they make there. And then you go in, and then the first thing hiding under the crackers is sardines.
Yeah,
you're not going to be ready for that. We got some Velveeta cheese sauce, jalapeno Velveeta cheese sauce.
Of course. Ooh.
Why does he need this much for one meal, for one person?
Well, I think it's more than one meal. I think it's 5 days of meals.
Could you imagine day 5?
I'm going to try not to imagine day 5 for my own well-being.
In the middle there. Beautiful. Is this excessive? Perhaps.
Good.
A little garnish of cheese on top of our
you gotta garnish.
Velveeta.
You gotta garnish.
I got some Lucerne sharp cheddar cheese.
A second different fake cheese on top of the other fake cheese.
I want to watch it like a hawk and microwave it in 1.5 bursts until that cheese is ooey gooey on top. But I don't want it to overflow on this bowl of ramen noodle dankness.
Bowl of ramen noodle dankness.
Get this cheese
You heard the man.
melted.
Let's see. Let's get a good look at the inside of that microwave.
Come back at you when it's done. I microwave it till we got that perfect sheen of melt.
There we go. There's a good look.
Minute bursts. When the cheese started hitting the side of the bowl, I'd stop it, take the cheese right
What's on top of the microwave? Like a Rick and Morty VHS?
Keep microwaving the cheeses. Really good. I'll let them fuckers cool off. Oh, look at that sexiness. Yeah, ramen noodle dank food hack.
What have you hacked? What have you hacked?
His own digestive system. That's what he hacked.
Right.
That's basically what he hacked. Oh God. Okay, let's watch someone that's really gross.
We did.
Going
My
on,
man.
everybody? It's Jared Genesis here, and boy, oh boy, has it been a while since I did a martial arts video, man. Let's check the sound settings here.
What platform are we seeing this from? We're still YouTubing? We're not rumbling? We haven't
still
We haven't
YouTubing.
quit YouTube? Okay, good.
Well, he quits and comes back.
95.
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, you guys. So, you guys know my background. I'm sure a lot of you have seen my martial arts videos. I love many things, but I don't claim to be an expert in any. But more than anything...
Except in martial arts, which I am very much an expert in.
Yeah, he's given himself a self-awarded black belt.
Yeah, he's a black belt holder.
Yes, I love to share knowledge. And one thing that I feel is sort of ignored a lot.
Before we get deep into it, I have to do a rare before end of show
I'm
piece.
so
Hopefully you can hold
shocked.
it down for a sec. I know, Ben. Think how I feel.
All right, everyone, please like the stream if you haven't already. Liking the stream is very important. Also, if you would be so kind, sign up for our Patreon because we got a really amazing. We've got 2 amazing private shows coming up before the end of the month. It's at the $5 level, so if you sign up now, you'll get both of them before the end of the month. We have a lot of fun in the private shows, so you should show up for that. And yeah, that's I would normally have more shilling, but I don't right now. I don't. I'm a little salty because I think Michigan's about to win the national championship. It's like the deficit is too great. But I was hoping Washington could beat Michigan, but it looked like Ohio State did better against Michigan than Washington is doing here. Washington's getting pummeled by Michigan. Michigan's just like a stronger team than Washington because they're overpowering them in every way possible. And I've been keeping an eye on the score, and it's not looking good for Washington. Yeah, Kendall is going to be live until the game is over, and yeah. Michigan has not won a national championship since 1997, so this is their first in quite some time. Washington's trying really hard though, but they're not gonna get anywhere. There's only it's 34-13, and there's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. So yeah, I'll give them this one. Congratulations to Michigan, but fuck you, and we'll see you next year, bitches.
I heard a fuck. The big game.
Yeah, it's happening right now, and Washington's losing.
Let's have a look. What's going on?
Washington's gonna lose. There's only 2 minutes left.
I'm gonna Google college football and see what I get. There we go. What do we got? We got a minute 53 left in gameplay.
Yeah.
Washington can make up 21 points.
No, they cannot.
No prob.
And they're getting
no prob.
They're getting like
4th and 10 on their own 31 right now. I think they got this in the bag, Ben. I think Michigan definitely isn't a way better team than Ohio State.
Well, this isn't Ohio State. This is Washington.
I know, but Michigan is going to be the college football champions. They're going to beat not only the university representing the state you currently live in, but have proved themselves over the season a much better team than your original hometown team. So it's almost like you're the biggest loser.
I knew you were ramping.
World.
See, you. I saw it coming from too far away. That's why I kept talking over you. But yeah. Ohio State gave them one of their their biggest test was Ohio State and Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, Alabama did pretty good against them too, but they're just crushing Washington. They're just stronger. It's crazy. Like the Washington players cannot handle the Michigan players. They're just like steamrolling them. It's crazy.
They're bred from better stock.
Maybe so. You know, all that lead in the water in Flint, Michigan, it might give you superpowers.
Makes you tough. Yeah, you got the heavier blood. I can't remember how did Ohio State's last game of the season go? It wasn't like the most embarrassing college football game in years, was it, or something like that?
I didn't even watch it because I didn't really care, but they did because it wasn't for anything, you know.
It was the Cotton Bowl, motherfuckers. The most important bowl game of the year.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Now I have to go to the bathroom.
But go ahead. Run away, Ben. Run from the truth. I don't know shit about college football, but I only know enough about college football to be mean to Ben. That is where my knowledge begins and ends. Which is all you need, right? Yeah, we'll get back to the Ohio State game, but I did, like, I don't know shit about it, but I did hear that, like, because it was Ohio State and what? It was the Mizzou Tigers, my boys. Yeah, like all the good players on both teams didn't play because they were all going to get drafted and didn't want to get hurt before the draft. So it's just a bunch of like third stringers starting, and there were a total of 3 points up to the last 5 minutes of the game. Sounded very funny. Big day. Let's talk behind Ben's back. Ohio and Michigan are two of the most suicidal states. Do I blame college football? Absolutely. Michigan and Chicaka are Arabic territories. What does that mean, Bob? It doesn't mean anything. Like they're owned. They're what? They're part of, like, Michigan is one of the United Arab Emirates. You got like an Abu Dhabi. You got that's in Saudi Arabia. You got like a Dubai. You got and then you got Detroit. Now I'm filled with doubt. Is Abu Dhabi in Saudi Arabia or the UAE? Oh, it's the capital of the UAE. I was right the first time. Never doubt yourself, Scott. First idea, best idea. CFL fans? I think that's an oxymoron. But Scott, can the Michigan players pass the butthole challenge? Unlikely, especially if they're Arabic states, as Bob would lead us to believe. XFL is going to be sick. Third time's the charm. He was actually successful the second time, but then COVID. Thanks, Obama. But yeah, they merged the XFL and the USFL, right? Which was originally a Trump property, which is pretty cool. Or did he just own one team in the USFL or something? I don't know. But it'll be fun. I will have a little faith, Bob. I always do. I'm a man of faith. You know that. I'm a God-fearing boy. Much like Tommy Wiseau. I'm a Catholic. Just kidding. It's all bullshit. I blame my new mug for the pre-end of show P. It's too big. 35 ounces. 35 ounces of liquid. It's got to go somewhere. There was a 40-ounce one, but I'm not crazy. That's flying too close to the sun. You're asking for trouble with that. Yo.
All right, back. You know that.
I stared into the camera in dead silence the entire time you were gone.
Amazing. Thank you.
This world
amazing.
Nerve strikes.
Amazing.
No, I was a delight.
As some, I think, like Taekwondo calls it, like system shocks, electrical shock. And that's basically what it is. You know, your nerves run on electricity, so when you can fuck with the nerves, you will definitely jolt the system.
Oh wait, are we doing the 5-point palm exploding heart technique?
I think so.
I would consider it to
hope
be
so.
like, you know,
then you got to take 3 steps.
Yeah, a mild seizure, if you want to call it that. Like,
and then David Carradine dies, and then dies again later in real life.
Strangle
in a pretty
baiting.
funny way.
No, this is not your grandma calling for life alert. Help me, I've fallen. I can't get up. Sorry, had to throw that in there. Forgive me, Lord. But I was just watching a really good Jeet Kune Do video, and I wanted to share some tips with you guys. So, allow me to do so. Let me just my camera ready. Okay, so we're doing it pretty ghetto in here, guys. I'm in a small bedroom.
Ballpark. How old is that shirt?
You know, it's probably not that old. He cuts up all of his shirts and then they start to fall apart and he never washes them. So they get really old.
Guess
yeah.
If you kept wearing it and never washed it, but that like that neck hole seems like it's seen some shit.
Well, he has this weird thing. If you go all the way back to his older videos, going back 10 years, he always cut up his shirts like this. He cut the sleeves and he cut a really poorly planned out neck hole. Yeah,
because the factory neck hole isn't big enough.
I don't know. I don't understand.
So I'm sitting down.
You know, like, I don't like to wear a tie. It feels like I'm being choked by like the world's weakest person.
That's Jared with any regular t-shirt.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Down, but I think this should be enough. So Bicep and tricep attacks are the best way to break the boxer, as Master Wong calls it. You guys know Master Wong. Hit them in the nut. That fucking guy. Use palm strikes as well as upwards uppercuts to attack the what you would call like the funny bone.
The funny bone.
The tricep and the bicep, because you got to understand, you know, attacking a muscle is painful, whether it's nerve or not. But this where the funny bone is, that's where a big nerve is. I don't know what it's called. You'll have to forgive me, guys. I don't know.
Why would I find out before
nerves.
I made a video about it? Who's got the time?
That's why it hurts so badly when you get hit around like this area. It's because there's a giant nerve there. So, upwards attack, palm strike. When a person's going in for a haymaker, they're giving you their bicep, you know, as well as their funny bone.
There's a lot worse places to get hit than the bicep.
As well, it's really
bicep's not that bad a place to get hit.
Yeah, I don't understand where this is coming from, but I think he's just
like anywhere in the head or face is worse. The balls are worse. Kidney's probably worse.
Yep.
Knee is worse.
Ribs.
Yeah.
Puppy fighters. But yeah, straight to the any of these areas. That's definitely a way to do it. But I was gonna say that it's on the outside bone. Yeah, that's what they said, like the outside.
You know, literally right now on Twitter, Cheaters is trending because of Michigan.
Oh, they cheated to get a 21-point advantage over Washington?
Well,
no, just the general cheat, because they were doing
sign stealing,
Patriots shit, right?
Yeah. But I guess there was a bunch of uncalled holding calls that I didn't see because I was doing the stream. But there's a bunch of screenshots of them, of like Washington players getting held by the jersey. It's crazy.
Well, we can't have Washington win the championship, then there'll be
like
anarchy.
Like this.
That looks, that's a little bit of holding. I'll give you that one.
A little bit.
That's a smidge of holding.
He's going to tackle the guy with the ball right there, and the guy next to him.
Not
is like,
anymore, he isn't, because he got fucking held.
Bone or whatever. I think that's where it is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of like a little bit foggy right now. But
you didn't have to make the video.
Exactly. Well, he always does this. I'm tired, guys. It's like, no, you're just fucking stupid.
You're just
slow.
dumb and lethargic.
Yeah.
Actually,
one time he said he got fat because he drank coffee.
Classic fattening coffee.
Yeah.
That was,
It'll
what?
get you. They call it the silent killer.
Yeah.
Silent killer coffee.
The next technique I'm going to show you actually has to do with that wrist bone. The funny bone.
Hold on, you've already shown us one technique. I missed it.
He doesn't actually demonstrate the technique. He just talks about it. That's enough, right?
It's more like
you
the
get
elbow. It's not the wrist. So, excuse me there, guys. A little bit of a Jared slip up. But the next technique I'm going to show you is a wrist attack. This is a great way to get out of wrist locks. If someone has you by the wrist, smack that part right here, the funny bone. It will actually open up their hands. And if they have both of your hands, you can actually use their arm to smack their arm with. So you can get pretty technical. You can also use elbow. You can use your knee as well. You can use your knee for a lot of the stuff that I mentioned too, I would assume. As long as you're in the right area, as long as you're in the right space. I mean, the kneecap is a huge fucking bone, So if someone has you grappled, I didn't see that in the video, but that just came to me right now. If you're in a...
Just came to it.
What do you call,
I'm just spitballing here, baby.
If you're grappling someone and you're just, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a big boxer. What do you call when you both have, your arms on each other?
It's called the clinch. In boxing.
In fact.
Yeah.
Called the clinch. And in MMA.
That would be a great place, too, I think, to use one of these tools. But okay, so this last one is pretty fucking funny, bro.
P.S. Ben, he has now shown us 2 techniques for the record.
The clinch?
That is what he is positing right now.
You know what I'm saying? Because technically that's what you would do for a woman. Their boobs are kind of like man's testicles, you know. They're very sensitive, so
that's not true.
No. It's more like
they're more sensitive than a man's chest. But getting punched in the titty is not like getting punched in the balls.
Yeah,
at all.
A woman's ovaries are more like her testicles, and those are inside of her body.
Yeah, they designed bitches right. We're all fucked up.
I'm sure girls can attest to this. If you punch a girl in the boob, and please don't do this, you know, just to test my theory on your
guys.
girlfriend.
Go out there, punch the nearest girl in the titty, see what happens.
But if you punch them in the boob, it hurts quite a bit. It's because there's a lot of nerves in the chest region, and that goes for men too. But the thing is, you know, it's not as painful for us guys because there aren't as many nerves there. But if you use your knuckle, bro, or just, you know, your knuckles like that, and if you dig, it can really get you out of a sticky situation. And I'd be willing to bet a lot
when
of times
a woman has you in a bear hug.
Give her a boob noogie. Give her a boob noogie.
And you want to try to get out of some kind of lock. If you press your knuckle into their chest, I'm pretty sure you could, you know, submit them.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Get them
a sternum noogie
to move the way you want them to move, basically. So that's pretty much what I got for today, guys. Nerve strikes. Oh, I got one more, and this is actually one. I'll do a close-up.
Will it involve you standing up once? No? Okay. Continue.
This is one that my sensei from Jeet Kune Wan taught me, or what is it? Jeet Kune, oh, I've already forgotten, man.
Sounds like the sensei really left a lasting impression on you. You forgot the name of the martial art.
Jeet Kune Wan?
Wan, that's what it is, yeah. Oh, that was a journey, man. I went there a few years back, a bunch of old people. But there was a really smart guy, though, and he taught me about the nerve that goes down the neck. And it's basically this. When you neck chop somebody, the best place...
You gotta say judo chop!
The best place
It'll
to
be
do
more
it,
effective that
Steven
way.
Seagal will agree with this, too, because he does a lot of chopping. It's right here. It's not so much like on the trap, but it's like between the trap and the neck. That's where that really sensitive nerve is. So if you chop someone really hard right here, it will hurt. And I don't know if you could kill someone like that, but it would definitely ruin their day.
Go out there and find out.
I've never heard of anyone dying from a neck chop. I'm sure it could happen, especially if
you could be the first.
But yeah, bro, that is a great place to get. But personally, I think you can get more power just going down the trap. Like, I think that's another great move too. But this right here, this is the spot. That's the sweet spot. And if you grab someone right here too, like on their trap muscle next to the neck, you can actually take them down easier. That's what my sensei showed me. You just really grab.
That's what my
and kind of push
sensei
them down,
showed me, bro.
Hit them fairly well.
Do you believe he had a sensei?
No, he probably got like the introductory course at the mall karate dojo.
Yeah, like I'm very torn on it because he does strike me as a white guy karate guy, but he doesn't strike me as a leaving his room guy. So I'm quite torn between two worlds here.
There you guys go. I hope it can help one of you guys. Remember that fighting is only for self-defense. Again, don't just try this on your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Unless you want to give a woman
cool,
a boob noogie.
You know, one of your friends or whatever. You know what I mean? Knowledge.
Instead of saying, you know what I'm saying, he said, you know what I mean.
Knowledge makes you cool in itself, man. That's just how I feel. A lot of people, they're so close-minded when it comes to martial arts, and I'm telling you guys, those are the people who eventually get their asses handed to them because of their own pride. You know, they think they can go up against anyone, and eventually, I've seen it happen time and time again. They get tested by that wrong guy, you know.
Yeah, that's you with the guy at Jason David Frank's dojo.
Who does something, who has a move or something that they don't know about, and they end up getting floored because of it. So guys, I'll just end this video saying this: the best fighter is an open-minded one. There is far more to fighting than MMA, okay? But in that very same, vein, no pun intended.
You know that MMA stands for mixed martial arts, and you're talking about martial arts, which probably falls under the purview of mixed martial arts, but okay.
Fighting than karate too, okay, and then kung fu. I think the best fighters are people who study everything, if you want my honest opinion.
Oh, so you might say, Jared, that they mix their martial arts?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro?
He's mentally retarded.
Kind of what Jeet Kune Do is, but I mean, it's also limited to. Bruce Lee is known as the father of MMA because it was very, Jeet Kune Do is very
is he known as the father of MMA?
That's kind of news to me, but okay.
Similar to MMA in many regards, but
punch a titty.
Don't have to ask me twice, pal.
It's not everything, and I love Bruce, but I
He's a
don't
personal
know
friend.
if I would consider him the best fighter of all time, but he was certainly quick as
I've been
fuck.
to his
That
grave.
is for certain. That guy was so fast.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
it was pretty amazing. Reminds me of that one. What's his name? He went up against Manny Pacquiao. Something sorry, YOO. I forget his name. I'll link it in the comments. That guy really impresses me, though. That guy knows a lot of different shit.
I think he might be talking about the guy that went up against Mayweather, not Manny Pacquiao, but I could be wrong.
Oh, Logan Paul.
No, there was Mayweather went up against like a Muay Thai boxer.
Yeah, he did an exhibition fight in East Asia somewhere.
Yeah.
And it must have been that.
Totally forgot his name, but there you guys go. Anyways, rant aside, thanks for watching. Peace.
Take it from me, a black belt.
A black belt. I have a belt and it's black, okay?
Yep. There was a ceremony.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane, and you are watching and listening to The Brett Keane Show. I hope you're all having a wonderful day out there. Just recently, Senator Garden decided that he wanted to film himself having butt sex with a person that hasn't been verified yet in the Senate hearing room of the government.
That's awesome.
That's right. He filmed himself doing this, didn't give a rat's ass about anything, and somehow the film found itself leaked all over the internet, originally by what appears to be a Twitter user by the name of Laura Loomer, who's also associated with Trump and a lot of Republicans out there. Also recently in the news, apparently some states are adopting the idea of, for the first time in history, executing child molesters. They state that if you fuck a kid that's under 2 years old, that they can ask for the death penalty. Now, I'm not really sure why they didn't go up to like
the 7 strikes policy. If you get caught fucking 7 different kids under 2, then we will consider harsher punishments.
Years old or 4 years old. I don't know why the what they call the terrible twos is such a big deal that a kid is worthy of getting a
That's why it's called that. You get in the most trouble
that.
if those are the ones you molest.
Why not 3, 4, 5? Why not all the way?
There's the terrible 2s. There's the okay 5s. There's the
I love how much of this photo Breitbart decided to show on their website.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with the kitty cat on the right, though.
I'm not really sure. It seems to me that if you rape a
the terrible
woman,
2s, the okay 5s, and the is it even a crime 14s.
belt, or a child or anybody out there, if you rape them and it's proven 100% without a doubt that you did it, you should be executed. You know, when I see shit like this, ladies and gentlemen, I've noticed been around for 46 years now, and
he's only 46.
No.
Yeah. Yep. And he doesn't even show himself on camera anymore. He just uses a GIF.
Yeah, it's become too bad. And like, that's the quality of the GIF we got. Like, that's better than the alternative. That's a bummer in itself. 46. So he's only 27 years older than me. That's crazy.
Days coming up. I
thought he'd be way older than that.
Presidents, leaders.
I like how they had to. He like stretched himself out to like be taller and thinner.
Oh yeah, we've definitely done a vertical smush here.
Yeah.
Religious leaders, non-believers, you name it.
His head looks like a Tic Tac.
All seem to have their hands tied into human trafficking, child molestation,
situation,
modern day slavery, you name it. And these same people.
What do you like better, modern day slavery or old timey slavery?
Give me that old timey slavery. It's good enough for me.
Allowing, of course, migrants to come over here, while at the same time wanting to take away our guns and tell us that there's a plague on the way, by allowing people who are unvaccinated into our country. We've been seeing various videos
P.S.
Dropping all over the internet.
Has anyone had their gun taken away?
Not unless they're like a felony or something.
Yeah, like I haven't actually heard. I've heard a lot of talk about the potential of people's guns being taken away. I haven't heard of one example of it actually happening.
No.
So shut up about. Go fuck your gun.
Well, why not? They're
you
so
weird
sexy.
fetishist.
Out of black people beating the shit out of white kids. We've seen racism go through the fucking roof. And politicians and the mainstream media is cheering this shit on over and over and over. And a bunch of people come up with something called a replacement theory.
Oh my God.
Basically, the idea is you get a bunch of these fucking retards into our country, and then you legalize them so they can vote. And notice this is all happening in the last couple of years.
Hey, Brett, benefit of the doubt. Let's say they do exactly that. Who got replaced? You got added to, sure, I'll give you that, but nobody got replaced. So figure it out better.
All the way up until the point of election time. Because the Democrats know this time they're not going to be able to fuck with the machines. At some point in time, the cowardly, spineless Republicans are going to get around to doing something to make sure the machine and the
I like that he's mad at both parties.
Got to have some kind of ID for it. Well, no problem there, because
he's like, well, the Democrats stole the election, so they're bad. But also the Republicans are kind of pussies about it.
A lot of veterans out there who are living out in the street, and a lot of veterans out there who haven't been taken care of properly. You know, our own soldiers, our own.
Well, maybe they should have finished high
school
school so they didn't have to become veterans.
Sent out into these foolish, worthless, useless, eternal wars that politicians so love. Well, apparently they found out that a lot of these people that are coming over here are being paid thousands of dollars and given temporarily visas and shit. And they're being taken care of.
Temporarily visas.
Aren't visas normally temporary? Like, don't you have to renew them and shit?
I think that's how visas work.
Right.
But I also like that he didn't call them temporary visas. He called them temporarily visas.
Yeah, that is weird.
The adverb.
They're emptying entire high schools and hotels, motels, and all that, and making sure that these
hotels, motels, Holiday Inns.
He always does this.
At least enough of them in order to be able to get that damn voting set up for Democrats for the next 4 fucking years. How about that? Isn't that good stuff? while our soldiers and our veterans get to be
He always does
homeless.
that. He always stacks things up there the same thing as if they're multiple different points he's making. Our soldiers and our veterans.
What's that? Soldiers and veterans?
Soldiers.
That's like everyone.
Freed and not fed. Don't worry, the governors and the mayors out there will clean up the city if we have any Chinese dictators that want to make a fucking visit. So
what?
Oh, I think it happened in San Francisco. I think they cleaned up all the people living on the street when the Chinese president came there. I believe that is what happened.
Nice.
This is the country we live in. We have a government filled with a bunch of poop shoot fuckers. We have a government where they
yes, he understands that this isn't a senator, right? It's a staffer. It's some guy making minimum wage,
right?
That did this, that made this gay porn.
Yeah,
like it's not. It wasn't like this is the point where I name one senator in the United States, but I can't. So, yeah.
They passed a bunch of laws stating that they're going to send
Bernie Sanders.
Chuck Schumer,
$100 million over to the Ukraine. We've already sent
the
billions
Ukraine.
of dollars.
Wow, that's what they called it in the 70s.
Yeah.
To
the
them.
Sudan.
We've done everything we can to secure the border for everybody else's country while allowing massive amounts of people into our country. And it's interesting, isn't it? It's fascinating. This strange attack from Gaza happens on Israel, and then our government's going to complacently and duplicitously sit back and
duplicitously.
He was in the ballpark. He didn't.
Isn't it
he didn't stick the
duplicitously?
landing. He didn't nail it, but he gave it a shot. It's a big word.
say, oh, you shouldn't bomb the very country that held your hostages and murdered them out in the street and raped your women and took machetes to your children while they were sleeping in cribs.
What?
And
I couldn't even tell. Is he pro-Israel or the other way? I couldn't even tell.
They're also, of course, wanting to start a lot of trouble with Putin. My thoughts on Putin is Putin's never done anything wrong to me. He's never committed some kind of terrorist act. He's never...
he invaded another country.
Yeah, but he didn't invade Brett Keane. That's the Brett Keane standard, I guess. Like, you can be a genocidal war criminal, but like you haven't genocided me. So like, what's my quarrel with you? Nothing.
He's never been a danger or a threat in any kind of way.
To you.
Yeah.
He means to him. He has very much been a danger and threat to other folks.
Yeah.
But they make him out to look like he's the global boogeyman or something.
He is. He's one of them.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these government assholes were getting together, fucking each other in the butt off in a closed, hidden room, and setting this whole game up like a chessboard. Basically, hey, let's pretend we're having a war. That way we can sell a bunch of weapons and make a bunch of money off of military supplies and shit. I would not be surprised if our...
It's actually the military. It's actually the government/military buying the weapons. Right? I mean,
yeah, it's private companies making the money.
Right. So like when we fund one of the sides in a war that we choose, there's a company profiting off of that. It's not
like
the government
Lockheed Martin
it.
and shit.
Yeah.
Government actually used its citizens in order to profit off of their death. And also, since the Democrats are real big into green deals and depopulation is something they talk about a lot, there's no better way to do
depopulation or overpopulation.
Either way, one of the two. Who cares? I agree with Zap in the chat. I don't think Brett believes a single thing he says. He just says whatever he thinks will get him the most negative attention.
You're right,
because he's not speaking passionately about it. It's just like he's reading from a very boring script. He's like, yeah, and here's how they're doing it with the replacement theory, and trans people are going to eat your kids, and like he doesn't care about anything he's saying.
tell a bunch of fucking patriotic people that they need to go out and get murdered.
The swearing. Like, I swear a lot, but I think I sound intelligent. Correct me if I'm wrong, but every time he throws a fucking in there, it makes him sound so dumb. Yeah. So dumb.
I remember he made a video years ago talking about how much he hated sex scenes in movies and how it made him uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it reminds him of what he'll never have.
Maybe. That could be it.
In some foreign land and shit.
While also about others doing the absolute worst that I'm certain the only things holding him back AMD restraining him from doing and performing those actions and activities are his crumbling and corroding body and the law.
Yeah, I think like most of what he says comes out of jealousy, not out of any like moral opposition to it.
You're a bunch of dirty ass losers.
A bunch of foreigners, you know.
There was a famous soundbite of him saying that you're a bunch of dirty ass losers.
Fucking kill.
I want to have gay sex in the Senate.
I had the one time we had Brett on a show years ago. I had a soundboard from him, and it was just him saying a bunch of random words, and I would make him say Brett Keane is fucking retarded. But like him saying it
to him.
Yes. While he was there.
I like that.
Brett Keane.
That's like Brettception.
Stupid.
Oh, a bunch of innocent people. Well, that's just casualties of war. You know, that's just collateral damage is what they call that. And while your sons and daughters are dying and they're profiting off of weapons and equipment and expensive military supplies and shit, our politicians will be fucking each other in their dirty assholes and shit while the whole thing's going down. While your son and daughter's in a fucking coffin with an American flag that a lot of these pro-Palestine people burn on a daily basis and Muslims wipe their ass with.
He's so bored. Like it's like fairly inflammatory speech, but he's just so bored delivering it.
Yeah. He's slow. We used to speed him up a lot. But I just let him do his thing. He's
like the actual content of what he's saying, like you could picture like a fired up like Fox News pundit yelling it. But this is Brett just like, oh, another day, another dollar.
Another fucking day.
Son and daughter will be in a fucking box with the American flag around them.
Fucking box.
And they won't even. The ones that come back disabled or somehow manage to survive will end up in a shitty fucking tent with no heating during the winter out in the middle of a park.
Okay.
What a great country we live in. Fuck America. That's what I think.
Wow.
I'd say God bless.
You know what? He got there the wrong way, but he got to the right place.
But where else would he rather live? He'd rather live in Russia? I'd like to see him try.
He'd do well. He'd thrive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Does Russia have a bed? That's really all he needs.
I think they have been known to have beds, so...
Do they have a bed? Do they have a tub of mac and cheese? The end.
Do they have chili and cheese?
With
no cheese. Someone by the name of Marshall Mathers IV came back to YouTube recently, but now he goes by a different name. He is a fucking
Eminem.
Well, this is Marshall Mathers IV.
So his great grandson.
I mean, if Eminem's great grandson was a psychotic incel, yes.
Nice.
Hi guys, and he talks like this. Hi guys. Here, check.
Ooh.
Hey everyone, this will be an introduction.
Oh,
to
those
my new
dead eyes. There is nothing behind those. Ooh, look at that. Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't believe in a soul, but now I do, and he doesn't have one.
YouTube channel name will be Darth Nihilus, and the reason for me choosing this new name is because
Darth
many
Nihilus?
trolls on YouTube.
it might be the Dark Nihilist. I don't know, but
I thought I heard a Darth in there, but I might.
It could be. I didn't know he was a Star Wars fan, but maybe.
We're already making the false assumption that I would just use my same old YouTube channel name up until the point where it got terminated last year, and I think it was like October.
He used to be known as the Black Pill Joker. That was his name before that.
Oh, that is such a fucking bummer of a name.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing. This appears, correct me if I'm wrong, this appears to be an adult man.
Yes.
You can't call yourself the Black Pilled Joker. Come on,
He still lives
dude.
at home with his parents and like doesn't
have
work.
sex once. Have one sex.
He's never had a sex ever.
Ugh.
And he's angry about it too, and he blames the women.
You don't say.
Yep.
October of 2023, unfortunately, which was called the Black Pill Joker, and before that, Marshall Mathers IV. And the reason why
cool names
I
all
stopped
around
using the name Marshall Mathers IV is because the trolls ruined that name for me.
Eminem sent me a cease and desist.
I mean, they just completely ruined that name for me. Because
sad.
It was bothering the shit out of me that so many trolls were, making fun of my previous YouTube channel name to the Black Pill Joker Marshall Mathers IV, like Pebrick calling himself Pebrick Mathers V, or other idiot, sorry ass, good for nothing trolls who have like no life or nothing to live for if they just spend all their fucking time.
Lots of life, plenty to live for.
Guy who's already dead inside. I mean, seriously, like I've been hopeless and brokenhearted for so many years. I have been full of despair ever since I was a teen.
I've been saying like,
it shows.
Yeah, I'm like, should he be on a list?
Yeah, like people aren't safe around him.
He's always out in the woods when he films. I think.
That I don't like that either. Like I think I might have even seen like some older stuff that we might have watched some before, because there's a familiarity to him that's
he used to not have the
unsettling.
beard.
Yeah, I assume his favorite book is Elliot Rodgers' Manifesto.
I hope not.
Teenager. Ever since I was 15 years old in 2012, even though a lot of you, every time I say that, you may think that I'm bullshitting or lying, or you probably just think it's funny that I even say that, but I'm being honest.
So that makes you 26 now? That's also not a great 26. Maybe it's the beard, I don't know. But
yeah, I mean,
when I say that ever since I was 15 years old in the year 2012, I have been hopeless.
We get it. You were born in 1997. God.
Full of despair, bragging. Emotionally torn apart, dead inside, and just made the decision since then on to...
I made the decision to be mad forever.
Yes. Oh, and I've seen him interact with other people, like his chat. He did a live stream, and he was just freaking out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's very angry, but when it's just him talking to the camera, he doesn't quite go there. But I've seen him...
Chill time.
Yeah.
Give up on life and not even try. Not even try to better my life. Not even try to do anything in my life. Anything at all.
How's it been going?
I certainly never tried to improve myself or my life in any way that I possibly could have. If I would have been a normal person, that is. And if I would have had motivation, self-esteem, drive, if I would have had like ambition, but I didn't have any of those
things. This is a bummer.
I never did. And that was never me.
Yeah. He's not talking about... It gets crazy when he talks about women. He just really... Yeah.
Oh, I can see that happening.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else he likes? He likes to like get his face farted. Like he's into farts. He's really, really into farts and probably getting pooped on too.
really, really into farts is not a sentence I love.
Yeah.
To be honest.
There was a video I watched a long time ago, and he talked about his favorite fart porn stars. What if I still have it? Dude, okay, hold on. I don't know if I have that anymore, which sucks. I wish it was still out there somewhere. Where it's like,
sad.
Hi guys, it's Black Pill Joker here. Today I'm going to talk about
Black Pill Joker,
my favorite fart porn stars. And then he just goes through a whole bunch of them.
Number 47.
Yeah.
Just Mike Von Erich yourself and get it over with.
Oh, God.
Dude.
I like that you went Mike Von Erich. Not the most
Carrie.
famous by any means of the Von Erichs, but good advice nonetheless.
I was always stunted growing up.
You don't say.
I mean, I'm an extremely stunted person, and I mean, even now as an adult, and I've been an adult now for many years. I've been officially an adult since I was 18 in 2015, which is 8 years ago now.
He's got a touch of the tism, too. He, has to always mention his age and the year.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is shocking to even think about. And, I'm embarrassed and humiliated that I've been as dependent as I am on my parents, even as an adult. Ever since I was 18 years old, I have been totally and completely dependent on them, 100%.
Basic storytelling would dictate that there would be this video would be working towards some sort of redemption, but I feel like that's not the case with this video.
No,
I feel like this is going to be more of a straight line than a rise and a fall or anything like that.
And it's very long. We're probably not going to get through all of it. It's quite long. So,
and
we'll watch a little bit more.
I think that is embarrassing. I think it's humiliating. I think it's shameful. I think it's pathetic. But that's who I am as a person. That's who I am as a man. I'm a pathetic human being. I'm a sad excuse of a human being.
Doesn't it feel like it should go somewhere other than just I'm garbage the video? But I bet it doesn't, right?
It does not appear to.
You're like, hey, this has all been real bad, but hey, I'm doing this. I'm trying this. Maybe if you think you're garbage, you could try this too. No, I'm garbage. The end.
The end.
A waste of human existence, if anything.
He's doing my work for me.
I'm someone who just wasted my life. And I made that choice. I made that decision so many years ago. And, nobody could...
They're calling him Better Case Egghead.
Oh my God.
Mind. Nobody could try to pressure me or force me to do something I didn't want to do or try to change me. They couldn't, because I was extremely, incredibly stubborn. I wasn't going to budge.
Windscreen, pal. Windscreen.
But anyways,
invest.
So
guess where this guy's from?
The woods.
He's from Michigan.
The reason why
Nice.
Yeah.
I chose this new
NCAA champions, Michigan.
And apparently,
so he's a winner, you might say.
This year they were the best team. They went undefeated.
YouTube channel.
What else are the cheaters?
Yes. I mean, there is that. It depends. It's up to the NCAA. They might end up putting an asterisk on it, but it doesn't matter. They still won it all.
Still fucking won, baby.
Mine, which is again Darth Nihilus, is because, obviously, and of course, I'm a big Star Wars fan, nerd, geek, whatever you want to call me. Even though I don't really have that many Star Wars movies or comic books or Star Wars posters or whatever, or like.
So how do you consume Star Wars?
Star Wars video games.
I just think about it a lot.
I just sit and like think about Star. Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
Like that, but
I'm currently at work on the clock getting paid double time, so here's a little.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're almost at 20%, and this is the first show of the week, and usually there's an extra show I throw in there at some other point in the week. So check that out.
I think
a couple more if you're willing to.
Fictional Star Wars character Darth Nihilus is a really awesome, cool character, cool fictional character.
Really awesome because guy's super
of
cool.
The name Darth Nihilus, because a lot of incel men in this world have a philosophy or belief system that is called nihilism or nihilistic or nihilism. And what's interesting is...
For those keeping score, that was nihilism or nihilistic or nihilism.
He's a bummer.
I don't want to be too mean to this guy because he will kill me.
Hi, guys.
The Star Wars Sith characters is named Darth Nihilus. Even though... his name, Nihilus, is not...
After an incident, people are going to look back at these videos and like, yeah, of course he was a mass shooter. Why didn't we stop him earlier?
Not spelled the same way as nihilism or nihilistic even, but it's similar. And Darth Nihilus is a pure evil character. He's not like a evil character that's broken. He's pure evil. Not that I think of myself as pure evil. I do think of myself as...
I think people will think that of you after the incident.
I so hope it doesn't happen.
Up in the head and somewhat twisted and warped, and
he is a real Joker guy. Anyone who like unironically describes himself as twisted just bums me out.
And whatnot, but... You know, I don't think I am pure evil. And a lot of the Sith Star Wars characters are not pure evil, but they're just broken, and that's why they're bad. And I kind of think of myself as that.
But this guy's cool. He's like the coolest Sith guys. Check it out.
I love the name Darth Nihilus because I have a very hopeless, despairing, very dark mindset. And
I'm so dark, guys.
I've been this way for years.
I'm also fascinated by self-identifying incels, because it's one thing to call someone that, but to say like, yeah, I'm an incel. Do you know what an incel means? An incel is an involuntary celibate. Involuntary. That means you want to fuck and no one will fuck you. That is literally what an incel means. And you're like, yeah, I'm on the incel boards. It's pretty cool. Made a lot of friends. Like, why would you ever, even if that is what you are, why would you self-identify as that? Like, it's the same as just calling yourself a loser.
Do you remember MGTOW?
Of course, men go in their own way.
Yeah. They're like, I don't want them. I want to be around them.
See, you know what? I don't want them. That makes more sense than because like incels, by definition, want them. They just can't get them. Involuntary. Voluntary celibate, I get way more than involuntary celibate.
Okay.
Vol cells unite. Meeting at the church next Thursday.
At the church.
I've been this way ever since I was a teenager.
At the Unitarian Church.
And
the Unitarian Church.
Many years ago in my life, like I said before and earlier in this video, I made the decision and choice to give up on life and to just call it quits all around, 100%. And ever since I was a teenager, I've been hopeless, brokenhearted, torn apart, dead inside, full of despair, constantly depressed, miserable, and stressed out, and
but since I got my Peloton,
angry, hateful, jealous, envious, I mean, I've dealt with all those emotions, all those negative, dark emotions or feelings that I've just eaten away at me completely ever since I was a teenager.
But now I have an AR-15 and I'm feeling a little better about myself.
Yeah, he should not be able to get one.
And so I wanted to pick a somewhat kind of dark name for my new YouTube channel. And,
Twisted.
You know, I didn't want to pick like an incel name or like some sort of like.
Got some news for you.
And yet you accidentally did.
Hate to break it to you. But yeah, all right. I had enough of this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. So, yeah, I think it's about time to wrap it up. I think
it's Niner.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to see if Asterios is available for the next time you're on. You're on, I think, on the 22nd.
I think 2 weeks. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, see if you can get me a beautiful little. I don't know if you could find something in the Greek Chinese realm. That'd be perfect if you can swing something like that. That'd be ideal.
The Greek Chinese Gilbert Gottfried realm. Right?
Perfect. Yeah. That's who I want. That's who I want in 2 weeks.
All right.
It's my Christmas wish.
I will be back on Thursday with Billy. And probably I might do like a solo stream maybe in the afternoon, or maybe I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Figure it out, dude. All right. See all you guys next time. Good night.
See ya.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.